Hello and good day to all my dear students. We have almost completed our exercise 5B up to question number 31. Today we are going to start with question number 32. This is the last question of our exercise 5B. So I am reading the question. Please pay attention, students. A man travels 600 km partly by train and partly by car. If he covers 400 km by train and the rest by car, it takes him 6 hours and 30 minutes. So first of all, the man travels 600 km in total. But somewhat he is traveling by train and half part or the partly he is traveling by car. So in the question we want to find the speed of a train and that of car. So first of all, whatever we want to find out, we will suppose it. Let the speed of the train is equal to x km per hour and speed of car is equal to y km per hour. Now students, we have just read that total 600 km but by train and by car. Now by train it is given that 400 km it covers. So I wrote here by train is equal to 400 km. So it is written the rest by car. So by car how much it will be, because the total distance is 600 and by train 400. So 600 minus 400. We subtract the distance by train he covered. So we will get the distance covered by the car by a man. So here 200 km distance by car. Now we have to form our equation. So for that, here it is written that it takes him 6 hours and 30 minutes. So 6 hours and 30 minutes means half an hour. Here I used t is equal to d by s. Students, we have already seen that these are all the questions on time, distance and speed. So here which formula do I use? Because here I am given time, I am using time formula. Now distance covered by train, that is 400, and the speed we have chosen by train is x, plus 200 by y, that is the distance by car 200 km and the speed by car is y. So d by s, 400 by x plus 200 by y is equal to the total time taken, that is 6 hours and half 30 minutes. So 6 integer 1 by 2, that is 13 by 2. This is our equation number 1. So by the given condition we found it first equation. Now we read further. But if he travels 200 km by train and the rest by car. So here by train 200 kilometers and by car if we want to find out, then total distance 600 minus train distance 200 is equal to 400 kilometer. So now the rest of the distance by car means 400 kilometer distance he covers by car. He takes half an hour longer. So here it is written half an hour longer than whom? So then the first condition, it is written in the first condition that it takes 6 hours and 30 minutes. And if it takes a half an hour longer, then 6 hours and 30 minutes plus 30 means total 7 hours he will take to complete this whole journey. So here we have formed our second equation, that 200 distance by train and the speed is x, plus 400 distance by car and its speed is y. So 200 by x plus 400 by y is equal to 7. Why 7? I explained you that 6 hours and 30 minutes in first condition and half an hour longer means 7 hours. So this is our equation number 2. Now students, in the exercise 1, like exercise 5a, I already explained that whenever the variable comes in the denominator of the equation, how do we solve it? We just first remove this denominator from x by taking 1 by x u and 1 by y v, and we change our equations in uv form. So our first equation is changed as 400u plus 200v is equal to 13 by 2, and also the second equation accordingly we can change. And students, that first equation I multiplied by 2. Why? That is 13 by 2 on the right side, no? So I want to remove this denominator. That is why I just take the first equation, multiply by 2 and wrote here 800u plus 400v is equal to 13. And the second equation remain as it is. So I have written now equation number 3 and 4, the like terms under the like terms, and then taken subtraction. So 400v get cancelled and we left with 600u is equal to 6. So u is equal to 6 upon 600. Then we get cancelled that, so u is equal to 1 by 100. This is our value for u is equal to 1 by 100. Now we all know that u is equal to what we have supposed, 1 by x is equal to 1 by 100. So x is equal to 100 km per hour as per our solution. Now we substitute this u is equal to 1 by 100 in 3. So 800 into 1 by 100 plus 400v is equal to 13. So 800 and 100, that 0 get cut. So 8 plus 400v is equal to 13. So 400v is equal to 13 minus 8. So you can say that by substituting the value of u is equal to 1 by x, we will find our value v is equal to 13 minus 8 is 5 upon 400. So let us see that 400v is equal to 5. So v is equal to 5 upon 400, and then we get cancelled it. So I get v is equal to 1 by 80. But what is our v? That is 1 by y. So we will again substitute our v. So here now we place our value that v is equal to 1 by y. 1 by y is equal to 1 by 80, and so by taking reciprocal we get y is equal to 80 km per hour. So students, likewise you can find your both the values. Your x value is 100 km per hour and your y value is 80 km per hour. It means that the speed of train is 100 km per hour and speed of car is 80 km per hour. So we have completed this chapter here, students. But as I told you earlier, that one more method to solve the simultaneous linear equations is cross multiplication method, which we are going to now I am going to explain you that cross multiplication method. Students, in this S-Chan textbooks you are not given any of the questions specifically by cross multiplication method in a exercise. So I am taking one example first to explain you. So please understand it properly. I am taking one example here. 2x plus 3y is equal to 9 and 3x plus 4y is equal to 5. These are the two linear equations we are given. So first step in this method, what we are going to do, that if on the right side if there any constant term, we will take on the left side by changing sign. So what I did here, 2x plus 3y minus 9 is equal to 0, and the second equation 3x plus 4y minus 5 is equal to 0. So now first of all I take three variable x and y, and the third term, that is constant, instead of constant we will write 1. So now we will make three parts. First is x, then minus y, and the third is 1, and we will put underline of it all the three parts. Now students, how we write that the below part of this underline? First of all, you have to just close your x values. You see 2 and 3 are the coefficients of x variables that you have to just close by your finger. So which variable of y you get, that is 3 4, that I have written 3 upon 4, not upon but in that way. Then the constant terms -9 -5. Now students, one thing you have to remember by doing this method, that you have to write always these numbers with the sign. If it is plus sign, you have to put plus, and if minus, then minus. So again I am explaining how I write the below part of x. I will just put my finger on x part and I will write the variable y's coefficient 3, 4 and constants -9, -5. Then I put y negative, that -y. Always you have to put -y. See, in textbook some what different method is given, but students, I can tell you that using this way you will never get any mistakes of plus minus. So please follow this method. It will be very easier for you. Now I cross my y variables, means I put a finger on y's. So I will write 2, 3, that is the coefficient of x, and -9, -5 the constants. The last, that 1 we have put, and below it what we will do, the constant terms -9, -5, I will put finger on it, like close it, and then we have to write the coefficient of x, that is 2, 3, and coefficient of y, they are 3, 4. Likewise, first of all we write all the terms, then I have put the arrows there cross way, you can see. Now what we will do, that we will take cross way the multiplication of this. What the sign also you have to take care in solving it. So first of all it is 3 5s are -5, so 3 5s are -15. Then always you have to put subtraction sign in between two terms. Like the another term is 4 and -9, you have to check the cross way. So 4 9s are and -9, so -36, and in between the two terms always put the minus sign. Then minus y is there, so 2 -5s are -10, then minus sign in between, then 9 3s are 27, but -9 is there, so -27 is equal to, then 1 upon 4 2s are 8, minus sign 3 3s are 9. Okay, so how we solve it now? X upon -15 minus plus 36 is equal to minus y upon -10 minus plus 27 is equal to 1 upon 8 -9 -1. Now again we take plus minus upon x, that is x below 21, that is plus 36 minus 15 minus y upon 17 and is equal to 1 upon -1. Now students, we have to compare the first term, that is x upon 21 is equal to the last, that is 1 upon 1 -1, and minus y, that is the second, minus y upon 17 is equal to 1 upon -1. So the first is x upon 21, so cross way you take in the multiplication, so x is equal to -21, and here both the side negative sign get removed, so y is equal to 17. So we will find our values x and y, -21 and 17, using this method. Students, we will take now Goel brothers question of exercise 5b. I think you all have Goel brothers book, so please, this exercise 5b, you have to solve using cross multiplication method. It is written in the question. I am taking question number 5. Question number 5 is x plus 2y plus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y is equal to 12. So student, here two equations. One equation already the constant term on the left side of the is equal to sign, and in the second equation it is on the right side, so that I will take it on the left side of my is equal to sign. So I write my first step by taking my constant term on the left side, that is x plus 2y is plus 1 is equal to 0 and 2x minus 3y minus 12 is equal to 0. First of all, this step you have to remember that if constant term on the right side of is equal to sign, you have to take it on the left side of the is equal to sign. Okay students, then The second step, what you have to do, you have to make three parts: x minus y and 1. Now we write x upon, see, now what I have to do, I will close with my finger x part. So variable of y is 2 minus 3 and constant term 1 minus 12. Then below minus y, you have to close your y variable with your finger and you have to write the x coefficient. Nothing is there, 1 upon 2, means with 1 2, then 1 minus 12, then is equal to 1 below. You have to close your constant terms and you have to write x and y variables coefficient, that is 1 2 2 minus 3. Now as I have put cross signs there, you have to also put, and you have to follow the order always. First of all minus 12 twos are, and then minus sign, and minus 3 ones are, like that. Always students, in your textbook method it is somewhat differ, so many of the students will face the problem of plus minus sign, and using this method which I am explaining you, you will never get any plus minus mistakes. So always you have to follow the order: minus 12 twos are, and then minus 3 ones are. In the y below also minus 12 ones are, and then 2 ones are, minus 3 ones are under the 1, and 2 twos are, like that only. And between all these multiplications you have to put minus sign, you have to remember it. Now let us see how we have to write x, then minus 24 minus minus 3 is equal to, below minus y, minus 12 minus 2 is equal to 1 upon minus 3 minus 4, and then taking calculation, x upon minus 24 plus 3 minus y up, in below minus 12 minus 2 is equal to 1 upon minus 7. So x in the upon we have written minus 24 plus 3, that is minus 21, is equal to minus y upon, that is minus 12 minus 2 minus 14, is equal to 1 upon minus 7. So now x upon minus 21 is equal to 1 upon minus 7. Now you have to compare these variables with your constants, is, and minus y minus 14 is equal to 1 upon minus 7. So you can see last step after solving all this, we are comparing our x variable with the constant and y variable with the constant, like that. So here x is equal to minus 21 upon minus 7. Now upside down both negative sign, it will change into positive, and 7 3s are 21. So x is equal to 3, and minus y upon minus 14 is equal to 1 upon minus 7. So you can see I kept my minus y as it is, minus 14 minus 7 become 2. So on the left side of y it is negative sign, will change to right side. So y is equal to minus 2. This way we found our x and y value very easily. Students, for this method you need some practice. Once you have enough practice, it is very easy for you. Now I am taking question number 10 of Goel Brothers exercise 5b. We are having two equations: 3x plus 2y plus 25 is equal to 0 and 2x plus y plus 10 is equal to 0. So now here students, already the equations are given on the constant terms on the left hand side of equal to sign. So there is no first step here. Always now we will start with writing our three variables, that is x minus y and 1. Then we write, now first how to write again, under the x we just put our finger on x variables. So I write the coefficient of y, that is 2 1 25 10. Then for under the y we put our finger on y variable and we write x variables coefficients 3 2 25 10, and again 1 under we just put our fingers on 25, 10. They are the constants. So we will write x and y variables coefficient 3, 2, 2, 1. And as I explained you that how to put cross sign. Now see, first of all we will take 10 twos. Always you have to start with that. Some of the students make mistakes. They write first 125. So it way also okay, but then in all the three ways you have to start with that way only. 125, then 225 and 2 twos. But here what I did, I take only this way first. 10, 20, so 10 twos are 20 minus 25, 3 tens are 30 minus 25 twos are 50 is equal to 1 upon 3 ones are 3 minus 2 twos are 4. So this way after we write, we will get our x upon 20 minus 25. We have to put minus sign in between all the terms. You have to remember this. Then x upon minus 5 is equal to minus y upon minus 20, that is 30 minus 50. And then 1 upon minus 1. Now next step what we will do? We will compare our x variable with our constant 1 and y variable with constant. So now as you can see, x upon minus 5 is equal to 1 upon minus 1 we are comparing, and minus y upon minus 20 is equal to 1 upon minus 1. So x is equal to minus 5 upon minus 1 and minus y is equal to minus 20 upon minus 1. So you can see on right hand side of x, upside down negative, so we write x is equal to 5 and minus y is equal to 20. So the right side sign changes to left side sign changes to right side, y is equal to minus 20. So we have completed here our chapter 5.